Morning. Flying Guillotine and Bastion, salute to you. Latressa Montgomery, salute to you. Good morning to you. Orange Lily for you. Good morning, Queen. Salute. Tanya D, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Yep, Flying Guillotine. I was in the show on Sunday. Yep, he True Will something else, y'all. Salute to my brother Trill Will. Yeah, he's something else, man. He don't play. He don't play with them people. Good morning. Freedom Marchers, Freedom Family, Freedom Lovers, and Freedom Fighters. Snapzilla Gorillas in the building. Here to hit y'all upside the head with this morning paper. Salute to the chat. Salute to all my moderators. And salute to the mighty LDBC. Thank you guys for coming through. The LDBC, the Lions Den Broadcasting Community. Yes, Trill Will is something else. Salute to the Queen Black Spring with Autumn. I need to get Black Spring. You need to join us for our Sunday show, Black Spring. I think me and Trill Will, when we do our Sunday shows together, it's a good little balance, right? So I think it's a good dynamic that we have together. Because Trill Will go off on these folks, you know what I'm saying, and it's hilarious. He don't play with these people. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing pretty good. Hari Nation in the building. Salute to you, brother. Thank you guys for coming through. Yeah, we're going to get right into this, man. So Candace Owens gave us the tea in regards to their little meeting, right? Her and Erika Kirk, they had their, the goddamn skunk. Somebody ran over a skunk around this motherfucker. Yeah, so Candace Owens, Erika Kirk had their meeting. And, you know, it could have went a couple different ways. You know, what I thought would happen would be that Candace Owens would change her tune to some degree, right? And I tried to prepare people for that possibility. But when she did the live stream explaining it, a lot of people right now, listen, Candace Owens has millions of people that view into her and watch her. You know, no doubt, most of them are not watching me, right? So, but nonetheless, I warn people about following and believing in individuals instead of listening to the message and getting caught up in personality. So to the point where if that personality doesn't do everything you want them to do, you get rather disappointed and like you just turn the whole shit off. A lot of people were ready to write off Candace Owens after last night's show. And oh yeah, but for sure, Black Spring, you know, you got my phone number. Go ahead, text me. We definitely got to talk though. It's been a minute. So that's the problem with people who get caught up in the cult of personality, right? Candace Owens didn't tell y'all everything y'all wanted to hear, so y'all got mad. But at the end of the day, she, in my opinion, stood on business in the most important regard, right? The fact that she still doesn't believe the government narrative, the fact that she's still looking into and doing her investigation into certain aspects of the scenario around Charlie Kirk, right? Like with the Egyptian planes, her discovering from Erika Kirk's lawyer that they ain't got shit. They don't have any solid evidence that they're aware of that ties Tyler Robinson to this murder at all. So she conveyed that, right? But my problem that I had is this. She has a discussion, a 4.5-hour discussion with Erika Kirk, and now she's just like absolving Erika Kirk of any responsibility. She's absolving Erika Kirk of any, right? Anything. And I don't understand why she would do that, especially since she has been saying over and over again that Erika Kirk is acting as a CEO. She does not get to use emotionalism. She doesn't get to use to kind of like get people to, oh, leave my Turning Point USA family alone, right? Said that. So is my back, y'all? Yeah, on my drive back, I usually go through this pocket that freezes me up. So it's pretty consistent. So I think that's actually a dead zone. So, but like I was saying, guys, give me a Romeo Lima Charlie if I'm back. Give me a Romeo Lima Charlie, folks. Here's what I want. So, Candace Owens said that Erika Kirk owned the lies, right? And many of these individuals with their turning point, Blake Neff, Andrew Covid, Rob McCoy, all these individuals, well, they have been lying. Erika Kirk herself lied. So Erika Kirk lied on multiple occasions during her press tour. And my problem is that Candace Owens did not call out those lies, right? I don't, listen, at the end of the day, Candace Owens is a woman, okay? She's a woman, and women operate differently than men for a very good reason. So the people that she worked with on her show, man, here's the bottom line. Erika Kirk lied to millions of people about a very key component about this whole situation. That Charlie Kirk sent messages to multiple individuals saying that he was they were gonna kill him. She lied. She said, "Oh, I got Charlie's phone." He messaged nobody. That was a lie, y'all. But when Candace talked to Erika Kirk convinced her that, oh no, clearly Charlie didn't iMessage that he was going to die. No, he did it through Signal or some shit. I mean, come on, Candace, come on, little mama. No way you fucking believe that. There is no way you believe that Erika Kirk had no idea that Charlie Kirk felt like he was going to die and that he conveyed that to his team, right? The head of risk management. I forgot what his name is. What's the guy's name? The head of risk management, not the security guy. The bottom line is there's no fucking way Erika Kirk didn't know about that. So for you to believe, for Candace Owens to believe that Erika Kirk, the bullshit about the signal, or, it wasn't an iMessage. Come on, man, that's a bunch of bullshit. Erika Kirk, in my opinion, wanted to meet with Candace Owens because the tour she went on was bullshit, and people perceived it as bullshit. Yeah, Erika Kirk could not convince anybody that she was telling the truth. She couldn't convince anyone that she had no idea, that she wasn't covering something up. And then when she tried to bring all her Turning Point USA family into the umbrella of widow protection, the widow protection program, people called her out on the bullshit. So she goes to Candace Owens, who she knows has this major, huge audience, has all this influence and such a huge voice, to speak through Candace to convince the world that Erika Kirk, at the very least, should not be looked at with suspicion. So what I think happened, Erika Kirk went to Candace to absolve at least herself. And she probably told Candace, like, look, you just keep doing what you're doing. You can call out everybody else on their lies, because that's what Erika did, right? I mean, that's what Candace did. But to place Erika Kirk in this, make excuses for Erika Kirk, making excuses for Erika Kirk is a huge mistake. Because like Candace Owens said, Erika Kirk is the CEO of Turning Point USA. She is responsible for the actions of the people at that level within Turning Point. So it's not like Blake Neff, all these guys, Andrew Kovic, all these individuals, Tyler Bowen. These guys aren't regular ass motherfucking worker bees. They're not interns. They're not volunteers. They're not. No, these are high level Turning Point USA people. So the excuse of, oh, well, the CEO doesn't know every aspect of their company. No. Oh, she has 900 employees, 600 employees. Well, the people that are lying from Turning Point, these are high level executives for Turning Point. So Erika Kirk absolutely should know what the fuck they're doing. Point blank and period. Absolutely. We're not talking about regular, everyday people. And here's the most glaring thing about that whole thing to me. The fact that Erika Kirk told her that she had to reach out because Candace told people not to give money to Turning Point. Yeah, that was what prompted Erika Kirk to hit up Candace and be like, look, man, you fucking with my money, homie. And Candace, don't tell me you accept that. Don't tell me you accept that nonsense. This idea that, oh, well, you know, you started fucking with our money. You told people not to support Turning Point USA, not to give money. That's clear. It's clear that Erika Kirk is trying to eat off of Turning Point USA, and that her focal point in this whole situation is to secure the bag. Not to really discover who killed her husband, but to make sure Turning Point USA continues to rake in millions and millions of dollars. That's why you wanted to hit up Candace Owens. And, you know, Yes, please hit the like button, y'all. Y'all are diabolical. Y'all should be double tap that screen, if and you don't mind. So this whole thing, I think, this 4.5 hour meeting was essentially to insulate Erika Kirk from any responsibility, from any accountability, and to kind of get the heat off of Erika Kirk, because she knows where this is going. The fact that Erika Kirk's lawyer got on the phone with Candace and told her they don't know any more about this whole situation. They don't have any more. Give me a Romeo Lima Charlie, guys. They did some weird shit to my live stream. Give me a Romeo Lima Charlie. Am I back? Salute to Real Eyes in the building. Salute to you, Queen. No, that was just my that was one of my children calling me. That's all. The name of the book is The Seeds of Dark Matter Disease on Amazon. The Seeds of Dark Matter Disease. Black Spring or Autumn dropped the link. Salute to her. Yeah, it's on Amazon. You guys, if you have Kindle, you can actually get the ebook for free. Listen, I don't know. Well, I kind of do have a feeling as to why Erika Kirk felt like she needs to protect herself from the seeds of dark. Anyway, we got to be careful. Because listen, we don't know these people, right? We don't know Erika Kirk. We don't know Candace Owens. We don't know any of these people. But what we have to be able to discern is what is and what is not the truth. So Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA has been running around telling people that they believe the government narrative and that they have seen things, they trust the team, they got this and they got that. Salute to Coach B. Huston in the building. Salute to him. Good morning, comrade. Make sure y'all, if you guys have channels, drop your link if you're a moderator. Here's a key takeaway. They have been telling you that we should trust the government narrative about what happened to Charlie Kirk, only for Erika Kirk's lawyer to tell Candace they ain't got shit. They ain't got shit more than what we already know. So so then the question becomes, then why is Erika Kirk pushing the narrative as though she knows something we don't know? That she has something we don't have? That's not making Candace Owens go, I call bullshit on you, Erika, because you've been running around telling people that you believe Tyler Robinson killed your husband. because you seen this, you know what they got, you seen everything, when you ain't seen a motherfucking thing. Why is Candace Owens allowing Erika Kirk to get away with this shit? Right? All this does is make people like me more suspicious of Erika Kirk. And now, Erika Kirk has more info than you, says Jay Donovan. Not according to her lawyer. Not according to Erika Kirk's lawyer, who spoke to Candace and told her they ain't got shit more than what we got. So what are you talking about? Who's right is who's telling the truth. That's who's right. Who's telling the truth, who's putting facts out, and who's actually putting receipts out to support what they're saying. That's what we got to pay attention to. Here's another thing that we got to pay attention to. Crackpot crazy. Why not? Anyway. So Erika Kirk says, I have Charlie's phone. There were no messages going out to anybody saying that he thought he was going to get killed. We discovered that was false information. Right? Frank Turek said that he got emails and whatnot from Charlie. Andrew Kovic told Candace that Charlie told him that the day before he died. And the Flood guy, Brandon Flood, whatever the fuck his name is, told him. That's Charlie Kirk messaged the Dan Flood or whatever the hell his name is. Any visual proof of this info? Yeah, Dan Flood, thank you. Any visual proof of what info? Of what info do you, what visual proof do you want me to, are you talking about me? We on the Candace Owens bullshit. No, we're not on the Candace Owens bullshit. No. I explained already that you go with the truth. Who's telling the truth, right? If that person and that individual is telling the truth, you follow that. You follow that. It doesn't. Candace, is she talking clan shit right now? Is she cooning right now? No, she's on some other shit. So when she speaks the truth about this and about Israel and about the Israeli genocide, when she speaks the truth about the Macrons, I'm going to say, okay, you telling the truth. And when she was on the bullshit about George Floyd, right, trying to tie his death to a fentanyl overdose and all this other shit, that bullshit had to be called out, did it not? And guess what? It turned out to be bullshit because Derek Chauvin, guess what? He got convicted, didn't he? They tried to tell y'all that George Floyd died from an overdose, a fentanyl overdose. Well, we know that's bullshit. And we also know that, what we do know for a fact is that Derek Chauvin had his knee on George Floyd's neck for over 9 minutes. That's what we do know. And Candace Owens tried to sell us a line of bullshit about fentanyl overdoses. That's bullshit. That is the lies that I called out when I was covering it. But now she's on some true shit. I don't give a fuck about Candace Owens. But if she's telling the truth, guess what? I'm riding with the truth. Stop. You sound ridiculous. Okay. Was it on his neck? Yes, it was. It was on his upper back. Just because he was convicted doesn't mean it's true. He was on his neck. Knock it off. Anyway, so Candace Owens is telling the truth, and she has been providing receipts to back what she's saying. Guess what? I got to rock with that. And the person and the people from Turning Point USA keeps lying. They lie, they get caught up in lies, lie after lie after lie. The FBI gets caught up in lie after lie after lie. Donald Trump got caught up in lie after lie after lie. Oh my God. I don't give a fuck about what y'all say about George Floyd's death. I really don't give a hot fuck. I don't care what you're talking about. Well, the autopsy showed that. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't care. I know what I saw for 9 minutes. And you guys pick and choose when to trust the government. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm the problem because I don't pick and choose when I want to trust the government through confirmation bias. Yeah, I don't rock with the confirmation bias like y'all do. So you guys, I'm a liberal because I never believe the government, and I never believe the bullshit narratives that some people put out that are glaringly obvious. So when the truth is spoken, if I'm riding with the truth that Candace Owens is putting out, how am I liberal? Isn't Candace Owens conservative? So when Candace Owens tells the truth and is able to point your attention to the fact that the government lies and is full of shit and is pushing division, now that Candace Owens is saying, oh, well, the government is being deliberately divisive along the lines of race, along the lines of political parties, and she's telling you not to trust the government, I'm rocking with that. That's what I'm rocking with. And then she's going to continue, and continuing down that path, even though she's being gullible about, either she's being gullible about Erika Kirk bullshit, or she's like, she got some deal with Erika Kirk where she's not going to ride on Candace. She's going to ride on everybody around Candace, or not Erika. She's going to leave Erika alone, but she's going to continue to call out the bullshit surrounding everybody else, which I think is retarded because Erika Kirk was clearly lying. She gives you bits and pieces of information. Well, when you are doing an investigation or you're gathering evidence, salute to Coach B. Hudson, by the way. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. When you are investigating and you're getting evidence and you're getting tips, you have to vet everything. So you're going to put out what you can verify when you do that. Yeah, double tap the screen, y'all. Erika is Amber Heard 2.0. I mean, listen, let me tell y'all something, man. Erika Kirk was not able to convince anybody that the government can be trusted. That's what we have to pay attention to, because that's just the fact. The government can't be trusted. It doesn't matter what aspect of government you're referring to. This government was built on lies and violence and force. That's every government is. It's built on lies and force and lies, force. Those are the two key components of the creation of governments and the control of government. So they'll lie to you. They lie to you all the time, but when we believe what we want to believe, is called confirmation bias. It just rocks. It goes along with what you want to believe, so you believe that. Erika ain't doing Turning Point USA any favors. No, she's not. Pay attention to who you elect. My stance on that is, why would you elect any of these motherfuckers? Why would you elect them, right? Why would you participate in the system in that regard? I know people tell you the vote matters and you should vote here and vote there. Sure, it matters. but just not in the way you think it matters, right? You think it matters because you get to vote for a guy that you feel like is the best guy to rule over you. That's why you vote. Yeah, I want this ruler over this ruler because I think this ruler is going to rule better than that ruler. Well, you're voting to be ruled over at the end of the day. And it's always funny to me because Donald Trump is doing a lot of bullshit right now. You guys know it. Donald Trump is on some bullshit, and y'all know it. Stormy B, man, salute to you, brother. Thank you for that $5 super chat. I really appreciate it, brother. Y'all go check out Sensei. And like I said, if you guys have any channels, by the way, Stormy B, man, he has multiple channels. He does nerd content. He does boxing content. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys go check him out. Check out Black Spring with Autumn. She does cultural and political content like myself. Coach B Hudson, he does boxing content and kinds of related to real world oppression. You guys go check these people out. So if the government rules by force and they rule through lies. So when you vote for your favorite guy to be the ruler, what do you think they're going to do? So like I was saying, Donald Trump is doing a lot of bullshit right now. We know it. Republicans know it. Salute to CQ Conspiracy Queen. Salute to you. Thank you for coming through. So Donald Trump is on some bullshit. We know that. And from what I hear, he's going to announce that we're going to invade Venezuela today. What is this bullshit? He struck 3 more boats this week, killed 8 more people. He's on some bullshit. I mean, continues to protect Israel, send money to Israel. Listen, a lot of bullshit that Donald Trump is doing right now. He's on some bullshit. But it's not Donald Trump. This is what I was trying to explain. This is what I was explaining on my brother I Am True Will show on Sunday. Y'all go check us out on Sunday. When I do work with I Am True Will and Coach B Hudson. I want to get Black Spring with Autumn on there as well. So I need to talk to Coach. I need to talk to Will about it. And I even want to get BFTB on it. Here's the problem. We think that when a president comes in, that president runs things. That's what we believe. This is what Charlie Kirk believed. This is what Candace Owens believed. But what did Charlie Kirk try to convey to Donald Trump about striking Iran? And what did Charlie Kirk realize after Donald Trump launched strikes on Iran on the behalf of Israel? That at the very least, Donald Trump is controlled by Israel and Benjamin Nosferatu. Candace Owens believed the same thing, believed that our very own government is a puppet government for Zionists. And that the president of the United States is truly Benjamin Nosferatu. But it's not even Benjamin Nosferatu. See, the people that really pull the strings, you'll never know what their names are. We should have learned with Obama. So when Trill Will said, so like, listen, Donald Trump is just doing what he is being instructed to do by the powers that really be. Do you guys know that Donald Trump was bailed out by the Rothschilds in the 80s? Or I think it was 1990 actually, when the Taj Mahal failed. He got bailed out by the Rothschild Bank. And guess who was instrumental in bailing him out? I think it's Wilbur Ross. Wilbur Ross. Right? So understand. I think it was Wilbur Ross. Yeah, he was, Secretary of Commerce. He used to work for the Rothschilds Bank. It's all right here. Right? So, Wilbur Ross ran the bankruptcy reconstruction practice with the Rothschilds. The Rothschild Bank, the Rothschilds organization, bailed out Donald Trump when Taj Mahal failed. Donald Trump was bought and paid for way back then. We're talking about the Rothschilds. They go way back. They go way back to before 1910 to before 1913, when they were unofficially instrumental in how the country ran, right? You guys don't understand how deep this goes. Who really controls this shit are the bankers, the special interest groups, the PACs, right? This is something I realized way back in 2005, 2006, right? When I learned about the Trilateral Commission and all this other shit, the Bilderberg Group, all this stuff, way back then. We wasn't on YouTube. And then this is just things I learned over the years. Starting and how these individuals were involved in 9/11, and the guy that took out a $10 billion insurance policy on the towers right before it fell. So these things that we have to understand about how our country is run. The United States is a corporation. It's a corporation. It is a business. So Wilbur Ross was an advisor to New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani and was appointed by Bill Clinton to the board of the U.S.-Russia Investment Fund. Think about that. Wilbur Ross, not only bailed out Donald Trump, but he was an advisor to New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani and was appointed by Bill Clinton to the board of the U.S.-Russia Investment Fund. Bill Clinton is a Democrat, is he not? Donald Trump is a Republican, is he not? Even though when he was not a president, before that he was a Democrat. He was a what they call a New York Democrat. So he worked with Bill Clinton, Republican, Donald Trump, Democrat. Both fucked with Wilbur Ross. Give me control of a nation's money, and I care not who makes its laws. Every vote is a vote for us. These are what bankers are saying about the country, right? And then there was Alan Greenspan. When they asked him, Alan Greenspan, I think he ran the Treasury or something. I forgot exactly. I don't have my information pulled up. Right? I could give you guys this information at another date. Alan Greenspan, when they asked him, doesn't matter who's president, doesn't matter. He said, as long as they don't fuck with us. Yeah, the Federal Reserve. Yes, Alan Greenspan. Thank you, sir. See, y'all own it. Y'all know. What did he say? They asked him, does it matter, essentially, I'm paraphrasing, right? Because I don't have my computer in front of me. Yes, the former chairman of the Federal Reserve. They asked him, does it matter who is president or whatever? He said, well, as long as they don't try to fuck with us, yeah, it don't matter to us. That's what he said. The chairman of the Federal Reserve told the world that it does not matter who the president is. It doesn't matter. As long as they don't try to fuck with what we got going on, we don't care who's president. That's basically what Alan Greenspan said. The Federal Reserve Act of 1913, after they took us off the gold standard in 1910, and which began the transition into fiat currency, which finally occurred 100% in the 70s when, Nixon closed the gold window after violating the Bretton Woods Agreement. These things over the year. Now, we're talking about a span of over 100 years where they systematically turned control 100% over to the banks and the corporations, spanning decades and decades, where the individuals running these organizations passed away. New people took over, but yet it still went along very smoothly and with very little hiccups on their end. Salute to you, Grand SMO. Candace did a good video yesterday. She's smart. She's a smart ass, and I'm here for it. She is a smart ass. I just wish she did not let Erika Kirk get off the hook, which is what she did. Right? The thing, the point behind what I'm saying is that Candace Owens is shedding light on everything I just told y'all about, to some degree. She understands that it does not matter who's the president. It doesn't matter if the Republicans are in control. It doesn't matter if the Democrats are in control at all. I stopped paying attention to policies. You know why? Because policy this, policy that. I don't vote for a party. I vote for policies. I don't pay attention to that anymore. Because I understand that every time they pass a law, it costs us more money. I look congested? Okay, good for you. Thank you for pointing that out. What is my point? My point is Candace Owens is exposing the bullshit. That's my point. And even though she's letting Erika Kirk get off the hook, she is still on the same path towards exposing government corruption. So it seems. Is Candace Owens going to backtrack? I don't think she is, but I think that she's just going to let Erika Kirk get off the hook. Well, she made excuses for Erika Kirk, right? KNW. She believed everything Erika Kirk told her. She believed that Rob McCoy, he's not associated with Turning Point USA. Then why is he the CEO of Turning Point Faith? How does that work? He has nothing to do with Turning Point USA. Candace Owens believed this shit. Rob McCoy is the CEO of Turning Point Faith. How is that not having anything to do with Turning Point? This is the type of shit I'm talking about. She's believing the bullshit that Erika Kirk's telling her. Coach B. Hudson says, if y'all have time to troll, you have time to like the video, right? Please like. Y'all need to like the video. How can you not see that those are men? What are you talking about? Fun fact, Charlie Kirk memorial service was nothing but a Trump rally. I agree. Maria, salute to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mary A AHT. Salute to you. Thank you. BS, bro, you don't know what Candace believes. You're deliberately How am I misrepresenting? She sat up there and told us that Erika Kirk said that Rob McCoy has nothing to do with Turning Point. So she has no choice but to trust him because she ain't... What? What are you talking about? Candace Owens believes Erika Kirk. What do you mean? She believes Erika Kirk when Erika told her, oh, I just didn't know that he did the messaging through Signal. I thought it was just iMessages we were talking about. She believes that Erika Kirk was not informed by Dan Flood and Andrew Covid that Charlie Kirk thought he was going to die or thought he was going to get killed by they? Eric, you mean to tell me that Andrew Covid, the best friend of Charlie Kirk, didn't tell his wife after Charlie Kirk, but he called Candace from the hospital and told Candace that they were on the list, her and Tucker Carlson. But he just neglected to tell Erika that Charlie Kirk thought he was going to get killed by they. You want us to believe that. That's what Candace believes. So she says. So help me understand what y'all don't understand. Simon Line says she didn't believe it. She was just going to bide her time until she could reveal it. What do you mean? She told you. Okay. Do y'all believe that Candace Owens believe Erika Kirk's line of bullshit? Put a 1 in the chat if you believe it. Because at no point during her live stream last night did she call Erika Kirk out for the bullshit that she was telling. You can tell I stink. Oh, well. And here's another thing that we have to consider. And this should have just set alarm bells out for Candace Owens. Right? But again, she's a woman, right? A woman talking to another woman. I don't know if Erika Kirk was able to muster enough acting ability to convince Candace Owens, or if Candace Owens is just agreeing to get off of Erika Kirk's back. But they asked Candace Owens, according to Candace, if she had anything solid from Dan Flood about the message he received from Charlie Kirk about believing that they were going to kill him. And when she told him no, when she said, no, this was told to me by somebody, they told her, okay, well then, here's what he sent to Dan Flood. According to Erika Kirk and this other guy that was there at the meeting, Charlie Kirk told Dan Flood that the left was going to kill him. So when they found out that that Candace Owens did not have any receipts, didn't have a screenshot, didn't have any evidence of what Charlie Kirk texted to Dan Flood, they told her that Charlie Kirk said the left was going to kill him, and she just believed it. She believed it because she didn't have evidence to the contrary. Salute to that Bits for that 100. Thank you so much. Thank you for sending me 100. I appreciate you. So the left, really? That would just, very convenient, right? Because that's what they want us to believe. They want us to believe that Charlie Kirk was killed by the left. Yes, he was pulling support from Israel. Did you see that Cash finally said that there might be truth to conspiracy? I did not see that. No, I did not. I did not see that at all. Is that what happened? I don't hate Candace Owens. I really don't. Take emotion out of this shit. It's not about like or hate or love, about none of that shit. Because one or two things happen. Candace Owens is gullible enough to believe Erika Kirk, or she just is going to leave Erika Kirk because alone, for whatever reason. I don't think. I don't know. I don't think Candace Owens had any reason to believe anything Erika Kirk told her. My opinion is not a fact. No, but I base a lot of my opinions on factual information. There is that. Left side won't even admit the Brown University shooting, and the shooter said Allah Allah. You know what kills me about when these reporters and journalists talk about Muslims committing attacks? They say, oh, well, he said Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. That's not how it's pronounced. It's Allahu Akbar, not Allah Akbar. Just so y'all know. It just means God is great. Allahu Akbar, not Allah Akbar. Anyway, that just, when I hear them say that, it's a pet peeve of mine. Now, it is important to understand some key. Let's go with some key takeaways. Key takeaway is Erika Kirk. There was nothing that she could provide to assuage anybody of any suspicion of the FBI narrative and the government. So essentially what her lawyer said is that they don't have anything to prove that Tyler Robinson killed anybody. But they have been running with that narrative this entire time for the last 3 months. Turning Point, Erika Kirk, all the motherfuckers. But you have nothing. Okay. And then they're not going to do a probable cause hearing until May. What happened to a speedy trial? What's going on here? Why is it happening in May? This shit happened. He died he got killed September? They arrested the guy in 33 hours. And now you're telling us that, oh, there's no probable cause hearing until fucking May? Why would Tyler Robinson allow that? Stormy B, man, salute to you. He says she's going to leave Kerr alone because them folks are on her ass and she's not willing to be on the martyr for that situation. That could be it as well. That could be it as well. But I feel like she would just leave the whole thing, leave Turning Point USA alone, the whole thing. But we'll see. We'll see what she says tonight. That is a speedy trial in the U.S. If I were Tyler Robinson's defense team, I would tell them, fuck your May. Let's have this. We're talking about a probable cause hearing. Salute to Universal Truth. Salute to you, brother. You think Turning Point was involved? I don't know. They might be covering up the truth, though. There are a lot of things that happened around on that day that don't make a lot of sense. That would likely require the participation of members of Turning Point USA. I would say that. You want to see the discovery. What's the truth? Well, the truth is the government is trash, right? The government lies. The government manipulates. They rule by force. They have a monopoly on force. Yeah, the government is full of shit. The FBI is bumbling this whole thing right now. They're full of shit. That's the truth. The truth is the government ain't shit. The truth is the left-right paradigm is a lie. The truth is that this country and our government is being ran by big money interest. So when I say big money interest, it's an umbrella for corporations, banks, big pharma, prison industrial complex, military industrial complex, to include defense contractors, special interest groups, PACs. That's the truth. Zionists. So when someone like Charlie Kirk comes close to the truth, and he has such a huge voice and so much influence, that becomes a huge threat. A huge threat to the Zionist movement. Exactly. Big insurance. So when someone like Charlie Kirk comes close to revealing the truth of this, it becomes a bigger problem than when a Candace Owens does it. Because Candace Owens does not have this huge Turning Point USA machine behind them and all these donors. So we have to understand that Charlie Kirk, Turning Point USA, has Zionist donors and non-Zionist donors. There are donors for Turning Point USA, according to Candace Owens, that give her information. Because there are donors for Turning Point USA that are not Zionist. Do we understand? Yes, not everyone gets AIPAC donations. Some Congress people, some representatives, they don't get no money from AIPAC, but they still ride for Israel for free. Like, what's her name? What's that chick's name? The black chick. I forgot her name. You know, the one that, the funny, not MTG. What's her name? Goddamn. The black chick. The one that, the representative from Texas that had her district redrawn, so now she can't win the next term, so she's probably going to run for governor or senator. Yes, Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett, there's no record of her taking any money from Israel, but she still votes in favor of Israel first initiatives. Jasmine Crockett, she comes off as a rebel and all. I ain't falling for that bullshit. I'll tell you that. Yeah, she's Boule says conspiracy queen. She might be. But what I do know about Jasmine Crockett is that she has supported numerous pro-Israel initiatives that have negatively affected the Palestinians, thereby supporting their genocide. So I don't fuck with Jasmine Crockett. Yeah, she talks a lot of good shit. She knows how to roast people real good and all that. I don't listen. I don't care about none of these people. Right? She is also with Refund the Police. Yeah. She does take money from corporations. I think I looked it up. It was like 24% of her campaign financing comes from big corporations. 24 or something percent. So she takes money from corporations. So she ain't above nobody else, in my opinion. I'm not impressed with Jasmine Crockett. There are people that are. I'm not. Right? Because, I mean, she's not exposing the government bullshit. Now, she came out and exposed the entire government, including her own party. And she went against her own party and their bullshit, as well as the Republican Party. I'd be like, okay, but she don't do that. I don't, yeah. Boule get bigger microphones? Yeah. I know the homegirl, Queen's Throne, she knows a lot about she has a lot of information about the Boule. I need to get Queen's Throne on my show. Because she got She got some shit that'll blow your mind. Real talk. With receipts. She plays a black card like the color of her skin matters. To some people it does, right? But that's another story. Well, going to another country fix your problems. No. 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 Sticking around in your own country and trying to push for positive change matters. Right? Why are you complaining then live your life? I do live my life. And it's THEN, not THAN. Okay, KNW. I live my life. I feel like a fool for following Candace so hard. That's the thing. Don't follow Candace. Follow the truth, no matter who says it. So when a Candace Owens does something that might be disappointing, you won't be disappointed. Right? Do you not talk geopolitics? Sure. Your positive can be another's negative. Well, yeah. We thought she was telling the truth. Well, she does tell truths. See, you got to separate the truth from the lies. Not this person from that person that you don't even fucking know. Don't make it about Erika Kirk versus Candace Owens, which a lot of people were doing. You have to make it about lies versus truth. Who has told the most lies? Who is more trustworthy? That's what you go with. Right? Yes, use discernment. Anyway, y'all. Not going to talk about the war. I'll talk about the war. Which war? I've talked about wars. I talked about all kind of stuff. Jesus Christ is the only truth. Lots of fake truths out there. Amen to that. There are a lot of fake truths out there. Yes. Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA have told quite a few lies. And Erika Kirk has exposed, not Erika Kirk, Candace Owens has exposed quite a few of those lies, revealing quite a few truths. I mean, it is what it is. That's what you roll with. You roll with what's the truth and what's not the truth. What are and what aren't facts. Thank you, Crystal. Salute to Crystal Sigler. I appreciate you. America first, Christ is king. I say the individual is first. That's what I say. Individual sovereignty should come first. Will I talk about Epstein? Sure. I've talked about Epstein before, though. I've talked about Epstein. I know there's a lot of information that came out about Jeffrey Epstein, photos, emails, all this shit. I just got to get enough information on it. I want to do that from my computer. I don't want to do that in my vehicle, right? That's something I need to go through. I need a few hours for that. Salute to Joey. I appreciate you. Thank you for finding me. And thank y'all for hitting that like button. And yes, I mean, part of America First puts American individuals first, right? The individual American. So I understand why you guys want to roll with that. Candace Owens is a Russian asset. She might be. She might be a Russian asset, but is she telling the truth? And is Russia telling the truth about America? If Russia's telling the truth, what I mean, listen. If Candace Owens is a Russian asset and she's telling truths, then I mean, that means that Russia is pushing Erika Kirk to tell the truth, right? And just like Edward Snowden exposed a lot of truths about how your government violates the Fourth Amendment every day by going through your private shit. And then he fled to Russia because, well, they wanted his ass dead. So is Edward Snowden a Russian asset now? I don't care. He told the truth. And then Russia protected him. It is what it is. So Tyler Robinson didn't kill Charlie Kirk. I don't know. He might have. He might have. He might have been involved. We don't know yet. But what we do know is that the government is not telling the truth. The FBI is lying. Turning Point USA is lying. Erika Kirk is lying and has lied to Candace Owens. And for some reason, Candace Owens couldn't decipher that. And then she's gullible. And then she's just rolling with what Erika Kirk says. Bro, what do you want to do about American government other than complain about it? What I've been doing, exposing people to the truth about how this government operates. See, if you don't know how the government operates, you won't know how to solve the problem. I'm trying to explain to you how the government is ran and who really runs the government and who is truly represented by the government, so that you can have this understanding and start making positive change in your perception, and then start working toward gaining a level of independence you never really experienced before. I'm not complaining. Who's complaining? I'm telling y'all the truth. I can't understand the truth and then just keep it to myself. Because what's the purpose? What's the point of knowing what the truth is and keeping your fucking mouth shut? Right? Like the truth of Building 7 at the World Trade Center didn't just fall into its own footprint when it didn't get hit by anything. No plane, no building debris from the other two towers. Building 7 just, after a series of explosions that crippled its structural frame, it just fell into its own footprint. The truth of the matter is that's not possible unless it was controlled demolition. That's the only way a building like that could fall into its own footprint without being struck by anything. It has to be some explosive charges within the building and throughout the building for that to happen. That's the truth. Well, if I have this knowledge and I don't point it out to people, if I don't say, well, go do the research, go see if what I'm saying is the truth. And determine for yourself. And hopefully, if you understand that the government can lie to you about that, they can lie to you about anything to get what they want. Well, then you have a very difficult time trusting the government. You understand? And don't get me started with the Pentagon, how the Pentagon was hit on the very wing of the building that contained all the records for all those missing trillions of dollars. And that the plane punched through multiple layers of that building and left a neat little hole, left a neat big hole, right? They tell you that a plane did that. The nose of a plane, which is designed to crumble on impact, punctured multiple layers of the Pentagon. And then, that means that the plane had to go into the building, but the wings, when it struck the building, it didn't leave any damage that would show that the wings hit it. And then when they're picking up all this debris, there's no evidence of any wings. There's no evidence of, no. The truth of the matter is, that don't make no goddamn sense. So why would I not say that? Why would I not, if I know this, why would I not say anything about it? especially if it's important to me that people do know about it. Anyway, thank y'all for coming through. I got to get to work. I got a meeting. I got to get upstairs. It looked like a missile strike to me. I'm just saying. Anyway, thank you guys for coming through. Much love. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. Thank you to anybody who, subscribed to me. Thank you to those who shared. If you subscribed, if you left a super chat, I appreciate you. If you left a gift, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you guys coming through and hearing what I have to say. Listen, at the end of the day, we'll see what path Candace Owens goes down if she continues to expose the bullshit. I don't like that she's letting Erika Kirk get off the hook. So nothing that Candace Owens did changed my mind about my suspicions of Erika Kirk, because I understand I'm not just going to rock with anything Candace Owens says. If it doesn't make sense, it don't make no fucking sense. Anyway, hopefully you guys will, think along those lines. That's always a hope. But, it is what it is. Much love. Like, share, subscribe. And thank you to my moderators. Let's keep marching forward toward freedom and truth.